going on, y'all?
Oh my God!
Welcome back to Underground Nerd Nation.
Yo, we have our club party.
Hey,
Play
yo.
that shit at the club party, nigga. God, tough.
What emoji is this?
I ain't gonna lie, but that jump was fire.
Another track by Mayo, King Rim Volume 2. Make sure you go check it out.
Oh my
Shit,
goodness!
Yeah, no, but I almost spit again. I can't spit, but you know what? Look,
But
one
he
day
don't miss.
Nah, he don't.
What Snoop said? In the heat of battle. That nigga don't miss.
And another one.
Oh yeah. But how y'all been this week, man? Everything been good?
Gucci, baby.
Nigga's been hot.
No, it has been
Yeah.
hot.
It's been hot and stormy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that straight up Florida weather.
Did you see it was hailing the other night?
Yeah,
That shit was crazy. Why the fuck we got hail in the summer?
They didn't hit Pendleton.
it's the South.
Bro, the thunder the other night literally shook my house.
My power lost power. Nigga, I ain't lost power in forever and I lost power. I was like, damn.
Well, I was at Food Line and they lost power.
Free food, nigga.
As soon as they hit, but I was like, I got a buggy and I'm in the good section.
Nigga, I'm putting that.
I was about to throw my arm out. And that thing switched right back on the backup generators.
Yeah. They know.
Yeah,
They know.
Gotcha.
You been grocery store niggas like the miss. You better stop, boy. That goddamn rain.
Oh, dude, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That movie makes me so angry.
It really does.
It's on Netflix too. I almost watched it.
It is, ain't it?
And I was like, I can't watch. I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah, right.
I watched that movie one time and been mad at it ever since.
I said I won't watch this again. I won't do it. I refuse.
But anyways, I'm Keston, aka DJ Nexus.
I'm Camden, aka the Mighty Light Skin.
I'm Adrian.
You know, my like, they said my and I'm Dash.
I'm Patrick, aka Mr. Phenom.
Hey,
Welcome
Patrick.
back to the
Again.
podcast.
to
I'm
be
gonna
back.
go ahead and let you get some stuff off your chest.
Yeah, first off, what we're going to talk about is Steph Curry is top 10.
Thank you.
That's A.
What?
Steph Curry is
Facts.
top 10.
Facts.
In the podcast.
That's first off. Secondly, Randall, bullshit. That's what I got to say, Randall. You want to talk about Michael not putting buckets up? Him not getting buckets in today's era?
Today's era.
Do you know how offended you got to be to come on the podcast just to rebuttal a man that was talking some nonsense?
And
Randall,
that was
that's
this
the
2
truth.
episodes ago.
Right.
I think it's been marinating.
I was listening to it. Y'all usually put it out on Monday. I was telling Dash, I wanted to write up here like he was here at the point in time when I heard it. I was like, what is he saying? Like my man wasn't dunking on no, what's my man? Mutombo. Come on, like Jordan did come out of retirement for a second time, averaging almost 20 points.
Facts.
It was more than 20 points, right? Wasn't it still like 30?
He's like 25.
This man
Like
was
20.
At 40 years old, coming out of retirement
Yeah.
at 40 years old doing it.
this man still had a plus 40-point game when he was with the Wizards.
That's what I thought.
And then I know it's the Bobcats because he owned the Bobcats. But I used to, when we lived in Charlotte, I used to play with people that worked at the Bobcats arena. Like they were doing ticket sales and stuff like that. Saying Jordan was still busting their tail. You're talking about being the owner at 45, 40 plus years old, almost 50 years old. Still busting kids from college
20s.
that are playing professional basketball.
Like I said, Jordan would drop 45 in today's game.
Bro, like
Easy.
it would be because
And
I mean you're
I
talking
promise
about
you, he would
him playing
average
against the bad
45.
boy Pistons and them taking him out the air, still averaging 30 points.
Could you imagine what would have happened?
They can't even touch Jordan in this era.
And in this era, he would work on his 3 game.
Oh my goodness, that would literally be like watching Kobe play. Like that's literally what you're watching.
Yeah.
A more polished Kobe.
A healthy Kobe. Because, you know, after his Achilles injury, you know, he really wasn't the same.
yeah.
But he won't, man, he'll average 40 in today's game. He would average.
And the real GOAT that nobody wants to talk about is Allen Iverson. Put that out there.
I
too.
do love.
That's
Hey,
one
But he-
person.
But he's,
That's
not,
one
but he's not
person.
your top 10, though, right?
He's in my
AI's
top
probably
10.
number
He's-
one.
He's my number one. I'm being
AI
honest.
is probably
now
number
being
one.
biased. He's my number one. Allen Iverson by far had the dog. He had the shot. He had the drive, the handles, the layup package.
Is that why you got the braids like him, too? Is that what you thought?
Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I used to play basketball when I was little, braids, headband, and I cut a sock. I got a long sock. I cut the foot part off and had a sleeve.
I had the whole tube up your arm.
Wow.
And I got number 3. I took it off this little white kid.
What the Black Forces up? Why he done got somebody?
Bro, I
Come
wanted,
on, bro. Let me get number 3.
I wanted to be Iverson and Vince Carter so bad.
Ooh.
This Carter used to go
Vince
hard
Carter.
back in the day, boy.
We used to always throw the goal on 8 foot because I can't dunk on 10, so y'all kiss my ass. But throw it on 8, and I try to do all the Vince Carter dunks. And I had tried to do all, and I even had the same jumper look. Like I love Vince Carter that much, but I like to mix my game up with Iverson, especially with like his.
He don't miss a game of lives. I play a nigga. Don't believe that.
Iverson.
Yeah, they got called you a nigga.
They were.
He had one little sock. He had one little sock scoop shot. I give you that. He had one little.
That was the
sock
dirt.
shot. That-
Hit him with the dirt.
He hit me with the dirt.
Oh,
Nigga.
see, I forget about that. I mean, when they talk about, I saw a Mount Rushmore of game changers, and nobody was like really talking about Iverson or Dirt. They don't realize how much Dirt changed the game as far as like being a stretch
Four.
Four.
He invented the. I want to say he's the reason why we have a stretch four position.
Dirt is,
He's the reason.
but the
And
first
Iverson, he changed more of the culture.
yeah.
He brought the hip hop culture to
He
the
brought
NBA.
that street. He brought
yes,
that street to
and
the-
it changed.
He made it without Allen Iverson. There's no Kyrie.
Allen Iverson was the first character on the cover of 2K, right?
Mm.
Or Streets. Which one was it? It was on Sega?
Wasn't Jordan not the first one on the NBA?
No, Allen Iverson was the
Jordan
You know,
wasn't even
Jordan
on
wouldn't be on
2K.
no TV.
Hold
on
up,
no
I'll
games.
find out.
He wasn't
Yeah,
even
'cause
in
they-
that.
Oh, he wasn't live. You're right. I get
And
live.
Jordan's gonna be the
2K.
first. Jordan's gonna be the first 100 overall player on 2K23.
Which is insane.
I was about to say, I think that was part of
Yeah,
the reason he didn't want to be on the
2K,
cover.
Number 1.
Oh, that is the first. Okay.
Okay. I didn't start playing
I
until
played that game
2K.
religiously
Bruh.
on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I used to kill Live Boy back in the day.
Yeah,
NBA
live,
Live was
that,
my
was
shit.
that was the thing.
Oh, 2001 Sacramento Kings. God almighty, I'd bust anybody's ass.
Live is so hard though. Live is
I have
compared to 2K.
Williams, Weber, Vlade,
Yeah, right.
Pajak. Oh
Hey.
my, that team was stupid.
Cause
But-
I go back and forth between 2K and Live, and then you realize that Live makes the character more realistic than 2K is. Cause you only get the meter elbow so high. So I'm trying to get 99, 85. Come on, man, I got some more bars. What is it? 85. That's the max. Okay, well, fuck.
But yeah, Curry's top 10. Stop let you know that because you was the one that.
He's not, but
Curry
He is.
If you can,
He's
if
not.
you can name me 10 players
Yo,
that you'd rather have
go
than
again.
Curry,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
then I.
Me
then I
right
hear
now?
you. Yeah.
Well, y'all put a brother on the spot.
You just named
and that's
top
a
10.
lot
You
of
just named
people.
10 like the last
Okay,
I'll give you 5. I know you're gonna take Michael, Bird, Magic.
I'm not
LeBron,
taking Magic.
Not gonna take Magic over Curry. I gotta hear this then.
Right.
I gotta hear this one.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm
Your top
taking.
10.
Of course, I'm taking Jordan.
Okay.
I'm taking Jordan. I'm taking Kobe. I'm taking Wilt. Taking Kareem. Taking Bill Russell.
Oh, Shaq, that's you, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Shaq. Too dominant. I would say Bernard Hopkins, but not
But
Bernard
you'd be
Hopkins.
lying.
Bernard King. I would say Bernard King, but
That would be lying too.
I would say Big O, Oscar Robertson.
You gonna put Latrell Sprewell up there too?
Good Lord, no. What? How many I'd have named?
7.
7? Good Lord, I
I'm about to kill 3 of them for sure. Though.
3 of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Over Steph?
Yeah, for
Go ahead right now.
Bill, Wilk, and all them played when you didn't have
Take out
black people playing.
You're throwing in the
they
errors.
all played
You're throwing in the error.
where the person would go around dribbling with just their right hand.
Bill Russell won 11 out of 14 championships.
For sure. But he also still
Wilt
played during the
Chamberlain-
time that everybody dribbled with their right
Wilt
hand.
Chamberlain literally played 32 sports.
Kyrie literally can play right now with just his left hand and be better than most of the people during
No.
that time.
No.
I'm not gonna say top 10. He'll be
No.
better than most of the people during that time
No.
with just his left hand.
No. There's no. You're right like that. Even then, that was still professionals. They are still professionals.
It's 100%. But back then, I probably could have went and made professional.
You're thinking high of yourself, though, which I can't knock on that.
Yo,
But I feel like-
I want to see you in the court, Patrick. God damn.
But I tell you right now, Jerry West would bust your ass.
Jerry West, Possibly.
Possibly, he's
Possibly.
the logo.
You
He is the logo for a reason.
Possibly.
He a baller.
I was
Patrick was
like
nasty.
not
when he
not
used
trying to
play.
be like I was like
I'm not-
that, but
Nah, I'm not.
On a serious
on some
note.
real, Patrick was nasty with the dribbles. Like for real, I'm not playing.
He better grow 7 inches.
Hey,
I
if he-
still
if
could have
he
beat
broke
Jerry
your-
West.
Like I said, if you broke your ankles though.
Oh my
Right.
God!
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
like
taking a
Muggsy
bit far with
boy.
Jerry West.
No,
I'm
no
taking a
lie.
bit far with Jerry West.
On some real stuff though, like I know it's my brother and I'm a little biased, but one time I saw Patrick leave a kid 2 meters behind him.
Leave a kid.
Crossed
Keyword.
him up.
How old was that kid?
Patrick was smaller than him though.
Oh.
I always
The
play
kid
though.
had like a foot and
Always
a
play
half
though.
on him.
I
And
always
he
play
left
though.
him
Always.
about a meter and a half behind him after he crossed him. That's how bad he crossed him.
Damn.
Like I said, if Curry was back during that time, he would be on trial for witchcraft.
If you put those guys in today's game, what would happen?
They wouldn't be in the league.
They would.
They'd be at the
Bill
house
went-
watching
Bill
the league.
Bill wouldn't have 11 championships, and that's factual.
I couldn't believe that.
Bill
too.
Bill wouldn't have 11 championships.
I've always thought too.
Will wouldn't have 100 points.
Facts.
Will wouldn't have scored 100 points.
The game has changed so much.
Especially when you're the tallest person than everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you talking about, we're literally we just talked about Giannis being almost 7 foot, going coast to coast.
The sky hook. You know why the sky hook worked? Because he was the tallest dude out there.
You
Nobody could block the shot after he did this
But
too.
that was Kareem.
But
what I'm saying, though.
But do you think Wilt
We're
could have
saying
ran
from
coast
that-
to coast with Giannis?
Hmm?
Do you think Wilt
Yes.
could have ran coast to coast
Yeah.
with Giannis?
Wilt was the first one to do it. You must
To
forget
the
how
efficiency.
you must forget how athletic Wilt Chamberlain was. This man was like a track and field all-star. Dude was just an amazing athlete.
We're talking about a whole different time frame.
But that talent is still gonna be there.
That talent back then was amazing. Yes, that's when we first saw people talented like that. Everyone's talented like that now. Usain Bolt literally can run 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. Less than 9. That was
you
not.
better hit 7.
Oh, 7.
Did he beat it? I think.
People didn't
He's like
see
7,
that.
9, 8.
Curry is literally stepping past half court.
But it only goes with science, as what Randall said. Science has evolved, and so has the athlete.
Oh my god.
So if the science,
that's what I'm saying.
If the
So-
science is approved, so the guys that was playing then would also be improved.
Randall Nye, the science guy. We trust in this man's life. We really go trust it. I need to see the paperwork.
Well,
Where are
he-
the documents?
Randall, the science guy.
So stupid.
Damn it! Oh, that's hilarious. But again, you gotta go. I have to agree with Randall on the fact of the science.
Boo. What science? What science? There was no science. The science was Randall's opinions is wrong. That's the science.
The opinion he said by Jordan, yes, that's completely falsified
Thank you.
documentation.
Yes, absolutely.
He should have the FBI called on him. But it's like I said, it's the errors, man. You can't. It's so that's why it's so hard to compare the errors. It's so hard. But I still wouldn't put Steph top 10.
It's extremely hard.
Because
But
Steph his defense is hot ass.
But he's so fast.
It's
That-
not.
that-
He's not
it's-
that fast.
But it's not
Defense
worse than
has
LeBron's.
improved, though.
That nigga.
It's way worse than LeBron.
It's not.
No.
Did you watch him
Yes.
in that finals? Curry handled his own in that finals. I watched it. I'm a Boston fan. I
Look,
hated every bit of it.
I'm gonna show you.
But
what,
Curry handled his own in that
I'm gonna
finals.
show you what Steph looked like blocking the shot. Okay, this is what Steph looked like. Okay, and LeBron over here complaining to the referees. This is how he blocking the shot. He's like, "Did you see them cross me up? Why didn't you call a foul? You ain't see me do this."
God damn it. What are we supposed to talk about tonight? The LeBron hate.
I had to let Patrick get his off his chest.
Yeah, I've been wanting to say that
He been
since
wanting. He texted me the morning after the episode came out, talking about this. Shit. I was like, "Hey, you come on the podcast and defend yourself." I was like, I'm not the basketball guy, so
Too bad Randall's not here.
I know,
Yeah.
right? And for him to say that about KD, first off, KD cooks everybody. Saying he's gonna cook Michael Jordan doesn't mean anything. Michael will still get his buckets though. That's
Absolutely.
just he's just it's Michael.
People
Just
like that don't lose.
It's Michael. Like you said, people like that don't lose.
They
Like,
don't lose their shooting skill. Like he practiced shooting. That
He
nigga
said
wake up.
He said he
at
was
5.
skunk him.
Yeah, like
There was a
He
story
said he woke up
about-
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and start playing. He played for like 3 hours and take a break and go in like another couple hours. And
There was a story about Michael. This is long after he retired, and there was some young cat. I think he was playing for the Bobcats. Matter of fact, there was some young cat that was like, "I'm a better player than Michael," and he, talking junk, and Michael was like letting it go. And one time, Michael like, "All right, I'm gonna show you why you wrong," and they said he waxed.
Oh yeah, he laced him up and busted his head.
Waxed that mug to the point where I was like, Michael just different. At
Right.
that point, because I think at this point he was like late 40s, early 50s. No reason to prove himself at this point. Like we know you, Michael. Ain't no little youngster gonna really change my opinion about you.
Right.
But he still felt like, nah, I need to show you something.
of course,
Something
why,
specific.
Why would I think that this guy made himself mad on purpose so he played good in games? He was like, "Why? What motivates you?" Well, I thought this guy was talking shit. So
I made it
I
up.
want to bust his yeah.
From the last day.
Yeah.
Dude,
So I
he
made
said
it up.
that shit. I was like,
Like you make yourself mad on purpose.
well, you
for no
built
reason.
different.
Yeah, who can do that?
I saw-
Built different.
And I saw somebody do an interview. They were talking about Kobe, and everybody want to talk about Kobe being a ball hog. Kobe said, "Why would I trust somebody else to take the shot?" He said, but he was like, "I see these people. I'm here before they come in. I'm there after they leave because they leave as soon as practice over. Why would I trust them with a shot?"
And I was about to say, I
I'm
did
putting
hear
in
that.
the- I'm putting in the
Is
work. Why
You
would
got
I-
to sit there and think about that. I was like, I can't say he's wrong.
Right, exactly. Like, you can't
At
be
that
mad
point,
when
I
it's
can't say
stuff
he's
like that.
wrong.
That man's already putting in the work. Let that man take the shot.
But if the press is open, you gotta pass the ball, man.
Nah.
But again,
supposed to, but-
if I'm putting in the work and I see that I'm putting in more work than you, I'm gonna trust myself before I trust you.
Hey, look, Steve Kerr, right? He when practice was over, he left too. And he made the shot. The game Jordan was
Look.
like, "I trust you. You be right here and be ready and make the shot."
What
What Kobe say?
Ain't no I in team, but there's a me in that motherfuckers.
That was it. Shaq just walked back. Hey man, Kobe ain't gonna pass the ball. Y'all just do what you can. Because what do you say to that?
Nothing. Right, exactly. Okay.
You know what? Take the shot, brother. We
You
lose.
can't say nothing to that. Oh man, rest in peace, Kobe, man.
R.I.P. man. Black Mamba
Man,
and to his daughter.
and to his daughter.
I was literally talking about her today too. I was saying Gigi was finna be a problem.
Oh yeah, she was gonna be a problem in the WNBA. She was about to be nasty.
We got on topic about LeBron James kids because both his sons finna be a problem too.
Boy, his Bryce that done shot him. God.
I know. Doesn't the youngest one? I think the young one's ball is better than the oldest one, right?
No,
Bronny?
Oh, no.
he's got three.
Does he have 3?
You got Bronny, which is the oldest.
Yeah.
Bryce, the next young oldest, and then you got the youngest one. Bryce is now taller than Bronny.
Yeah, and Bronny's 6'2", 6'3".
And Bryce is like 6'4" now.
Yeah, 6'4", 6. Yeah.
Oh.
And Bryce is
Bryce
nice.
look like I'm not trying to say he's going to be him, but Bryce looks like KD where Bronny looks like LeBron. Bryce like he gonna score like easy, like it's gonna be effortless.
They will be in the league.
And Bronny is just gonna
Just off
Bronny's-
legacy, they're gonna be
Bronny's
on the
gonna do
league,
his senior
but
year, and then
as
he's going to the
nasty
G
as
League
they
next
are,
year.
No, but Bronny can shoot. Bronny's
Yeah.
really got his game up where he can shoot, but Bryce he hit like a stupid growth spurt. And now he out here cooking people in the 8th grade.
He's gonna be tough.
Like cooking folks.
Yeah. Coming down the court, crossover, shoot, like
Easy. Like easy money. I'm like,
that's why I hope my son comes out and be like at least 6'1".
This guy right here talking. Anyway, all right, let's talk about the movie.
We gonna
I
talk
can't
about
talk
the
about my
movie, or
son?
we gonna talk about.
I can't talk about Lucas.
No.
I can't talk about Big L. That's what we're gonna call him because he's gonna be a big deal.
Big L.
My big son gonna be a big deal.
Based on how big he already
I mean,
is,
I hope
about
he- I hope he make it.
Right? No, for real.
I hope he make it.
I found out my son was 7 pounds 8 ounces
Hey.
already.
We looking at linebacker DN, D1.
I see it. Hey, we can work with him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Courtney don't want to play.
I don't care what she wants. We getting out the hood with this.
That nigga hit you with the boys in the hood.
Oh, but anyway, yeah, we talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. Movie came out this week.
We all eating. God dang.
We hungry.
So wait, we gonna talk about that, or we gonna just fill in the rest of this gap with a little bit of Star Wars first, and then focus on?
We can talk about Kenobi second half.
I think so. You don't want to eat the big thing for the end?
Big thing.
Pause. I heard it play back slow.
I didn't process it.
Like that's new.
I let it ride.
I feel like y'all should get a shirt and just have the pawns like on the shirt. Yeah, like
I'm gonna get the emblem.
yeah, it's the pawns. And then, like, I feel like that's what y'all should get that.
It should be
Just like
U
this
and N.
and up under it say my bad.
New merch alert, right?
But yeah. So you don't want to say Love and Thunder for the end?
No, I'm gonna talk about it now.
Okay, we can talk about it now. I'm good with it.
The hell with Kenobi.
Anyways,
Y'all gonna score it first? I want to know what y'all had to really think about it.
Yeah, let's score it.
Let's score it first. So
So Dash doesn't say I copied somebody. I'm gonna go 7.
7?
Yeah.
Seven? 7?
Yeah.
Oh, we beat you to the punch, Dash. Look at that.
Yeah. For Dash, be like,
You knew it was coming.
yourself, man.
You knew it was coming, right?
No, I ain't gonna did that. I did
Look,
that.
Patrick a veteran.
Yeah, you did it to him.
Twice.
I remember that.
Twice.
Look, Patrick a
Twice
veteran now.
Twice before he got me.
He already plays Eminem role, boy. Everything got played.
Let me get it real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 7.
I give it 8.
I'm gonna go 7 as well.
I'm gonna go 8.
I was gonna give it 8.5.
Oh.
And
Do tell.
I mean, I thought overall it was a pretty good movie. Like, I mean, it's like there's definitely flaws, but comedy,
The
action.
flaws get it to an 8. The flaws chipped away more than just that 1.5 there. There was a lot of flaws.
See, here's my thing with Thor, and I think a lot of people, I guess, has a misconception of it. You say the flaws, but if you went in thinking that this is going to be like a serious movie, you haven't watched other Thors. Like, Thor is not...
Ragnarok was not this, and Ragnarok was perfect.
But still, Ragnarok still was quirky.
Not
But
as quirky as this.
It was still quirky, though.
I would have gave it an 8. But it was almost too much comedy in this one.
Them goats,
It was
bruh.
too much.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
was
enjoyed
hilarious.
hold on.
Them ghosts was hilarious.
They did way too much with them goats. There was too many goat scenes. These goats were the Jar Jar Binks of this movie, bruh, because it was just one too many times that they did it. I loved it.
I loved it too.
I loved it. Nah, it was annoying.
No, dude,
And it
that
was funny
shit
because I used to watch goat
hilarious.
videos because they used to pop up too, and it's funny how they do that.
Well, mother-in-law
I was
owns
about to
goats,
say-
so I hear this shit.
The
And
only
maybe the
time-
thing with me though is that I was going into the movie expecting a goofy comedy. Like everything I heard about the movie was that it was going to be a goofy comedy, so that's why.
But why the Thor movies to begin? How do you go from the original Thor movie, which was serious, the Dark
No,
World?
it wasn't. It was goofy as fuck. The first one?
This man
Did
was
you
trying.
guys hear the way Thor talked and stuff? Like, it was goofy.
This dude was talking like an Asgardian fresh on Earth. It made sense. Ragnarok, the Dark World, this movie just seems out of place. And another thing is the goats with the... Okay, I will say, that last... when they crashed into the Dark Planet...
Oh, first off, spoilers.
Oh, shoot.
There you go again, bro.
How the plus size when it really
You
can't
be
when it really
all
gets to it.
on me. It's on you, because Patrick said it earlier.
Be all on me.
Did you not
Just edit it in. Spoilers. All right, put that back about 7.5 minutes and we'll be good. You got that.
We ain't get too into it.
Yeah, we didn't get too into it.
Good catch.
All we was talking about was the
Okay,
goats.
all right. Here's a good point deduction for you. All right, Gore the God Butcher. For a movie that hyped up this being of terrible destruction, there was very little butchering of gods going on in the movie. Exactly
Because
zero
they
to be
downplayed
exact.
him.
They really
They
did.
downplayed him.
'Cause-
So how
And
do you-
that was my biggest knock on the movie.
Yeah,
That's your biggest knock? Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you bring back certain characters just for them to be a one-time deal? How do you bring back Darcy for 2 minutes of conversation in the hospital, and then how you bring back old dude with the Yondu haircut just to talk about how he gets married to every planet? Like, that was just wasted space. Those scenes didn't even need to exist.
But
yeah, but it was funny.
yeah.
That's what I said. That's why I gave it an 8.5 because I knew it was a comedy. The biggest knock for me was also Gore, the God Butcher,
Even
because
though-
I felt like they didn't do enough with him.
What's his name? Killed that role.
Christian Bale,
Yes.
my
He did. That was
Yes.
yo, shout out to Christian Bale because yo,
Really?
you
Yo,
did.
You don't think so?
No!
Really?
This dude...
Well, we watching the same movie?
I don't understand the character, okay?
Well, that's your problem.
He's supposed to make me understand the character, right? That's his job as the actor. And I don't understand the character because at some points he's creepy. At some points he's like super strong and badass. And other points he's just like causing shadows and scaring children. It didn't seem to follow a theme as a villain normally
He only
should.
used the children to get Thor there.
Yes.
That was it.
So why then have the conversation with the children in the bone cage about the
Because he
I
knew they
used
was
know
talking
a
to
little
him.
girl. Da 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 da.
Because he had a child of his own.
I thought it was because he knew they
If
was
he
talking
knew-
to him.
If there was a child
that
of his
too.
own that he missed that badly, why did it seem like a shock at the end of the movie when this dude was like, "Oh, well, you can save your daughter"? He was like, "Huh, I never thought of that. Maybe I should
Do you-
use my
I
wisdom
mean,
to save
he-
your daughter."
he-
Now
No,
that I did
he-
have questions about.
No,
I'm
he knew the whole time he was going to save his daughter.
No.
No, he wanted to kill.
The
That
plan
was
was
the
to kill
whole
all the
point. Was
gods.
kill the gods. Yeah.
He was going to bring his daughter back the whole time.
No, he was not.
He was
No,
he was
'cause
he was doing a 2 for 1.
even
He was
like
doing
he
a
was
two for
He
one.
never said that he was going to kill all the
That's
gods.
true.
That
But
was the
even-
point.
But
The
even when
whole
Thor
point.
said it, he said, "Oh, you're right. I
Right.
should do that."
Because I was about to say that was that was the whole point of him. Like, there's not gonna be anybody here to take care of him.
Right. Point deduction. Oh.
I'm really surprised with some of y'all guesses. I felt like y'all would have gave it a higher score. I felt like I was being a reason because see, I'm a Thor fan, so
I mean, I'm not really
I-
a Thor, but looking at it like from an unbiased lens, like
I do
it
think
was,
I went
it
that way
just a
too. I was
decent
like,
movie.
let me get out of my mojo me
it
not
was a
being a Thor
Thor
fan.
movie.
And
That
well, see,
scene-
I've never seen a Thor movie, so I'm going in here completely blind, just being
I mean,
open-minded about the situation.
Ragnarok was the only decent one.
But Thor himself was, well, he was pretty badass though.
Oh, yeah.
That scene
Thor.
when he was hitting the split though in between the two speeders.
Hilarious.
I was like, why is this dude doing that? I was like, yo, what are you doing?
That whole fight scene was amazing.
Hilarious.
That whole
dude.
opening fight scene
That guy
was
said,
great.
Your castle. No, don't mention the castle right now. please.
Right?
It's,
It was
it's
like,
gonna make me sick to my
it's gonna make me
stomach.
mad. It's gonna make me mad. Don't talk about the castle. Just don't talk about it.
But I'm gonna be, just no. I'm getting upset right now.
I was,
Give him the presents. Quickly, go, take him, go. We appreciate what you did.
Okay, I'll tell you another thing that I wasn't too hype on was Russell Crowe's
What?
Zeus.
I love Russell Crowe.
Yo, hold up though. I will say this.
it was perfect.
That threw me off.
It threw me way
Russell
off.
Crowe being Thor, being Zeus.
It
threw
was
me off.
perfect.
No, because you had the actor that played Maximus. This dude can play any type.
Bro, you're not.
But he was fat.
But you're not
He was fat
familiar
Russell
with
Crowe.
these characters.
I'm familiar with Zeus. Zeus isn't that.
No, you're familiar with God of War Zeus.
Yeah.
Anime Zeus.
Exactly.
Zeus from mythical.
That's
there's
not Marvel
Hercules.
Zeus.
Yeah, like Marvel Zeus is a buffoon.
It's different. I'm telling you. They,
Honestly, yeah.
They stick more.
Like, he's more
They're
of a-
sticking real close to the source material, bro.
Okay, so I
Like
have
Marvel's,
a question
Marvel's
though.
Zeus is very well, like in the movie, he's very arrogant, very
lively and fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really do
Orgies.
have a question.
Yeah, we're sitting with everybody tonight. You coming to the party today? you coming? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, them women here. I don't know if y'all noticed the girls behind them, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I really do have
Especially
a
when
question.
Valkyrie got that one chick and kissed on her. I was like,
So my question is, at the part of the movie where Thor is with the children, and he gives the children his power.
I thought it was cool.
that's a little much.
So has Thor always had this ability? Could he
I
just
never
like
seen that.
gave out Thor powers when they was fighting? I don't know,
That was
Thanos,
the
Voltron.
only thing I could
uh,
assume, because I agree
seen that.
that one caught me off guard, but the only thing
I didn't
I
like
could
that part.
assume was because it had something to do with Zeus's bow.
That's what I thought, too. I'm glad
Well-
they made it clear that it was because of the bow.
I thought it was. I just assumed it was because Odin was dead, so somebody has to be able to give out powers.
Well, you see right now. See what? How did he get his eye back? Can somebody? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
This whole
was
time
in
I've been assuming
Ragnarok,
it's a
right?
fake eye.
Yeah,
I
No,
thought
it
it was
was
still the
like
same
somebody
fake eye
gave
from-
him his eye back, but I can't remember. Like I can't remember to the extent. Like if it was a
He got it back
fake
in,
eye or
I'm pretty sure he got
Endgame,
it
right?
back in Ragnarok. I thought.
I remember Rocket giving him eye.
No, he
so I've
lost
always just
it
assumed
in
it was a
Ragnarok.
fake eye.
Yeah, he got it back in Endgame, right? Or
I can't remember.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't remember how because it was
No,
an
and then-
insignificant thing, but it was like he got his eyes back.
In Infinity War, he had both of his eyes though, right?
Well, see, he's
Yeah,
No, he wasn't in Infinity War.
so with the thing with the
he
children.
was off world then.
You know,
Remember?
you said Odin's dead.
Yeah.
Well, see, Thor
Or not Infinity
in the
War,
comics or whatever, he lost. He lost. So Odin lost his eye to gain the power. Thor did the exact same thing, which I know they did it different in the movies. He lost his eye to Hera, or I can't remember her name, but
Hela.
She took
yeah.
his eye. But so in the comics, when he fights Gore the God Butcher, because Gore busted his ass the first time they fought, he had to gain more power, so he went and lost both of his eyes, lost both of his visions to gain what is called the what do they call it, the Thor Force. It's not, or is it the Odin Force?
I was about.
Well,
I know
it's
what you're talking
stronger
about,
than
but
the
I know-
Odin
yeah.
Force. I can't think of the name right now. I'm sorry, don't flame me. But that's so that with the children thing, I was thinking
How
maybe.
can you be a comic book head and not know that the name of the force is called this?
They come.
I'm
before
saying
you
that's how they
talk.
gonna flame you.
Oh, I was about to.
I was like, hey,
right over there.
look, you know good and well. I don't know nothing about
I was
comics.
about to.
no, I kind of like the kids scene. I thought it was different because
See, I think he gave him their Thor Force like one of y'all said.
and I like how he said he was like
What?
give these kids powers for a certain amount of time.
I thought it was
to make sure that he
temporary.
thinks that temporary. I thought that was cool too. And they weren't fighting creatures. I mean, they were fight creatures too. But I think it made sense too because they weren't like regular kids either. They were kind of like mutant
They were
kids
all
in a
like
way.
gods,
Yeah.
demigods.
I could understand if they wasn't like gods. In general, I can see your argument there too, but they were somewhat of a god in the form. They were weak, but they were stronger than regular people.
Yo,
They
real
were
quick,
alien.
one other thing I want to point out: the play. Play on New Asgard had me rolling.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah,
Well, I was dying,
Yes, I saw that.
The way she popped out too, I was like,
Yo, the way she crushed the hammer.
Perfect.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is hilarious.
But see, I think that's. I enjoyed all the comedy. I felt like it was too much for that one movie. I felt like
Also-
everything was funny. It just after a while, I'm like,
it didn't make sense for an action movie. That's what I'm saying. I get it, but like I said, I was just going in expecting it to be a goofy comedy.
Yeah,
off
exactly.
rip.
It's a Thor movie.
Yeah, but okay, maybe it's just me because I thought the like comedy movie of the MCU, or at least the comedy character was Ant-Man. Because those Ant-Man movies were funny, but they still got their point across. This one just
I
seemed.
thought it would have been Guardians of the Galaxy. I always figured them to be the comedians.
And why he didn't go
Drax?
back and go get them?
Yeah, I mean,
Drax.
Drax is hilarious.
I mean, to be honest with you, I thought of it more of a love story. Love and Thunder. I just figured it's going to be a funny love story, which is essentially what it was.
I'll
It
give
was
it a
a
point though.
rom-com.
The Korg narrating the whole movie like every time.
Korg is amazing.
Korg was hilarious.
Korg is amazing.
But another point deduction, he's telling the story about how they were in love, and we never saw any of this backstory ever before, ever in the MCU. They never spent time together.
That's the
ever.
point.
When would they have to? When,
And they have
when
spent
other
time
movie-
together.
not like they were showing all this backstory. Like there was all types of problems in the
This would have
relationship.
been a perfect time for him to have a Thor mini episode series.
Well, this was between Thor 1 and Thor: The Dark World, is what he was telling that story of.
This must have been the Thor from What
Because
If.
no, this
Yeah.
she wasn't in Dark World or in Ragnarok.
Yeah, because I was about to say their relationship kind of just ended.
Yeah.
They-
Yes.
They never really discussed how it ended.
And,
so
and that's kind of like what they were getting at with that.
it filled in the blanks.
Anything else you'd like me to prove you wrong on, Adrian?
I didn't know she had cancer. When I was that really, she really had cancer. In
Yeah,
the,
they stuck real true to the comics on that.
and the hammer didn't cure that. That just
It was killing her.
okay. See, I thought that was
That was straight from the source material.
And I thought it was, and I thought it was. I gave it, I guess, an 8-2 because I liked the approach they did towards the end. The villain technically won, and the hero lost. I mean, if you watch the post credit, we'll talk about later. You understand that the hero still won in some way, I guess. But overall, the villain still got what he wanted, and I thought that was really a good twist.
So, question: Natalie Portman, always had a crush on her. Her as Lady Thor, man, was that really her arms?
I
Because
think so.
she beefed up.
I think so.
I was like, yo, what? Natalie Portman hit the gym hard.
Yeah.
I was like,
She was getting them games.
boy, gains big time, and then she go look like she with the cancer. I was like, man, these cinematics, I don't know how they do it.
Right.
I don't know how they do it.
It looked like two
They might have
different people.
on the real though. They might have filmed her prior to her getting gains, and then filmed like all her Lady Thor parts after.
That's just
Point
insane.
deduction,
that a
though.
lot, man.
Here's the point deduction. So when she was dying, right? She was supposed to have cancer. Why was her skin so perfect?
Oh, I thought that too.
Nigga,
I
you
wondered
just
that,
take
but
off
I
your
just assumed
hair.
it was because where they were.
Nah, nigga,
Nah.
nah. Cancer, nigga. You look half dead. I got them
They
dead.
changed her hair back to brown, but left her face perfect.
Perfect, nigga.
You know what was
perfect.
crazy? I've noticed that same thing. I was like, whoa, hold on. You look like, you know, somebody from the Prisoner of Azkaban over here just dying. And now you're like glowing.
Constantly, boy. I'm just a good skin.
I just assumed it was because the area they were in, because it was a magical area, and then she was just.
I thought-
because-
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that
lie.
was no magical.
I assumed it had something to do with her like switching back and forth between the
The
gods.
Shadow Realm.
She
bro.
knows,
Nah, 'cause
but
she
that's
dropped
why
the
she
hammer
dropped the
in the
hammer
bathroom
and looked
and-
bad, nigga.
Right.
No, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that's just what I assumed. I didn't think about it that deep. I was just like,
But I understand where they
no,
were.
I'm gonna
where they were
dissect
needing.
everything.
yeah,
I know where they were
I
needing
said,
to
I
go
said,
with this
damn,
movie.
wait a minute, what you dying?
I understand they need to bring love in or whatever. But on a serious note, why didn't Thor
Love
just
or ugly? Goddamn.
No, but why didn't he have to? No, in the girl's name, the little girl, did he call her Love? Isn't her name?
No.
No.
Yeah, so is
Well, they
that...
said they call them Love and Thunder. So
At the end.
at the end, that's what they said. They called
Right.
them as a team Love
Oh,
and Thunder.
they did right.
So I was more saying, I understand they wanted to bring her probably into the MCU. But on a real note, why did Thor just go ahead and go beat my man up? At this point, he don't have a sword. He's not enchanted. Why not go ahead and beat him up and then make the wish they should be healthy?
Because whoever's seen it first,
I was
and
about to say,
Gore
I think it
walked
was.
through.
I think it was a thing of who got there 1st
No, what else?
And did you notice the outline of it?
It was a thing of dibs.
You see what it looked like?
Wait.
It looked like, wasn't it like Hela?
No, it
No, it
looked
looked like
ex-
the original god. I mean, that god he killed.
It looks like the Watcher.
Oh, it did. You
It,
right.
it even had the space look to it in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I can see
Another point deduction. Why were the Eternals at the Palace of the Gods not doing anything? Like, they was just
They were
chilling.
statues.
They were moving.
No, they wasn't.
At the end, when they leave with with the goats and the Frost, they go straight through two Eternals, and the Eternals do. Hold on.
I
yeah.
missed
Oh
that
no,
part.
you're talking about the not the
At
Eternals,
Olympia.
the things that's right above the Eternals. The
The
thing
Celestials.
Celestials. Yeah.
There was
At
two
Mount
Celestials.
Olympus,
Yeah.
Or
When they went out
City
the window,
Olympia.
there was two Celestials on both sides of the window that looked.
What window?
When the
That
goats
they
picked
broke
them
out
up,
of, yeah.
when all of them jumped on the little boat
After
thing
he-
that they've been riding
after
the
he
whole
sends
time,
the
and they
boat
went through
through
that little
Thor.
window, that little
I
circle
mean, I
window.
said through Thor, through Zeus. After Thor throws the boat through Zeus.
Out of opulence?
Well, she should have died.
Yeah,
by
that's
the way.
what it is.
Why did they
There
didn't
was
die?
Celestials there?
Yeah, you didn't see those
Them
two
two
big
big-
things.
what
They
is
showed them
outside
two
the window?
times.
You know why they didn't do
times.
anything? The Celestials don't intervene. They said that in Eternals.
Hold up. Was
But-
they supposed to do something?
But I
Oh,
thought that Celestial was killing people at the end of Eternals. No, he just abducted them. Never mind.
Yeah, because they disobeyed him.
God dang, boy, Adrian, boy, you over 17 right now. I love you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I thought the fight. I don't know if this is a point deduction or not, but the black girl that's with Thor.
The Valkyrie.
Yeah, when she got stabbed in her stomach, I felt like she should have died. Yeah, that was a hard ass stab with that necro sword.
No, she got stabbed in the spine.
Oh, and she got stabbed with the bolt,
Yeah, she got stabbed with
Yeah, with the bolt.
which makes it even worse.
Yeah, but Thor like disintegrated. That dude was just a face. That dude out here looking like the mask from the mask.
He said, help me! I'm dying! Oh, fuck, I'm dying! Help me, Thor!
He's like, oh, looks like we can survive with just our mouths. What?
But Thor got his ass whooped. Well, you wasn't lying about that. When they went to play the first time, the girls did better than Thor did. I said, goddamn.
Look, Gore the God Butcher is one of my favorite Marvel villains of all time.
Was he represented accurately in this movie?
I would say,
I was about to say, from my understanding of Gordon God Butcher, yes, but I don't think they utilized him as well as they could have.
So this is another.
And are we saying that because it's still Marvel in a way?
Marvel
They're
fucking up
Still trying to hit
and getting rid of another fucking badass villain.
I knew you
Like
was
they
gonna say that.
always fucking
I
do.
literally told Courtney on the way back, I was like, I know Camden gonna be mad about Gordon God Butcher.
So-
I know he's gonna be mad about Gordon God Butcher.
This is like
Point deduction.
Venom and Carnage all over again. Like they got Carnage, crazy awesome Marvel villain, and they water him down.
Yep.
Yeah,
Why?
pretty
It's
much.
one thing that should have been rated R.
Like Gore's a mother sucker. Like Gore don't. Like he
Gore's a
kill
problem.
kills.
But also, it depends how you play Gore. Like, when we did Doctor Strange 2 with Scarlet Witch, the Gore, even though there was oil, if you use magic, you knew it was Gore. They did a good job blending the oil to make it Gore because
To make it look like blood.
yeah, exactly. If they would, I feel like they did that more.
I mean, they
with,
kind of did the same thing with Gordon God Butcher though. Like when he cut off that guy's head, it was just like the gold.
I would have added more though.
Oh, and then when he was fighting the gods, at what is it? The city.
Omnipotent.
I'm gonna just call it Mount Olympus for the rest of the time because that's basically what it was. It was Mount Olympus.
How do you say it? Omnipotent? Omnipotent city.
But when he was fighting the other guards, they basically kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
With the gold blood. First thing I thought about was
The only thing with Gore that I didn't, a lot of people didn't like, I didn't care about was his face. He don't have a nose. Like you could tell he's a different creature.
Right.
In the
You can tell
movie,
he's an alien.
yes. In this one, they made him more human-like. That's the only problem I had with it because Gore, you could definitely tell he was not human.
Right.
You know.
You know what I think that was though? Because I thought about that. I legit think it was because they didn't want him to look too much like Voldemort.
I'd say that.
Because you know how he got that flat face like that.
Because
Nose that comes up.
even
Yep.
when you said that, him not having a nose, that's the first person I thought about.
I literally think that's the only reason they didn't do it.
Even though Gore's came before Voldemort.
You're right. I agree with you, but the movie came
Not
out
on the
first.
screen.
Right.
The movie came out first.
But he would look so much more better as that other
But
guy.
saying that, I feel like
Especially with the red eyes.
it might have been better if he had,
yellow eyes.
if we had seen him kill a few of the other guys.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that was
I-
other
I feel
Like that big one that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
died. That shit was
I would
crazy.
Like if we could have really saw him like flex his power, other than him just sticking the sword in the ground and
The
shadows coming out. Like
Or
we really just saw him
killing that
flex.
one guy. Like I understand you killing the one guy, but he was. I don't want to say easy because no guy's easy, but he seemed like the more of the lazier ones.
Yeah.
Out of all the group.
And even after it showed, I was like, was it really him or was that still an illusion? Like, because he was in the middle of the desert and ended up in the. I was just like, was that illusion? And that's just the way he got it, or
the way the blade would
Fashion
come
kid.
out of the shadows and shit, dude, he was just so badass. And that fight on, what do you call it? Would you call that a moon? They were fighting on.
Oh yeah. I call
Is it a moon
They call
it
or
a
is it
moon.
an asteroid?
It was small.
It was super small.
Yeah.
It reminded me.
That goes to land. I said, "Damn, you let the whole
He
guy."
smacked right into it.
It was the concussive. It was that bass. Boom. I was like, where did boom come from? And then I see they like bass playing. I was like, oh.
It reminded me of that planet off Rick and Morty.
I was gonna say it reminded me
The,
of King Kai's
the
planet.
other planet Earth. Yep. Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, I'm gonna take a walk. I'll walk around the whole planet in 2 minutes. Well, I'm back here again.
But
I was gonna say it reminded me of King Kai's planet.
yeah.
That was the first thing I thought about.
But that fight on that, yo, that was probably one of the dopest fights in Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know why, just the way
I think it was the cinematics
The black
too.
and white.
When it went to
Cinematics
that
of it,
black
man.
and white, yeah.
He
that.
still had the gold from the bolt.
Oh
He was
yeah.
still lighting
She
up
was like,
everyone's
yeah,
fire.
we're gonna bring the rainbow. Black and white. And this ain't a rainbow that. At all.
And the way Gore was fighting, he was just fluid with it, man. Like I said, Christian Bale, I thought he killed
And
it.
even when he
of it.
first showed up and they were fighting, Thor was fighting, I was like, okay. I wish I would have saw more of that.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I wish I could have saw
They dumbed him down. They didn't give us enough God killing.
Yeah.
Did you notice that the hammer was shining light that reflected color when she was holding it?
I thought that was so
Yeah,
dope.
I was like, yo, that's actually pretty fire that they're able to do that.
What did it remind you of, though? Like a Sin City, right?
All
That's
day.
what I thought.
It did too.
All day.
I did like. Is she Mighty Thor? Is that what? Is
The
she
Mighty Thor.
Okay. I like how her hammer breaks in pieces.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a
I thought it was
cool
pretty
little
cool,
I
power.
thought that was fire.
Because I felt like Thor was kind of jealous on that. He'd be like, hey, if you can do that, I can't even do it. I don't know. I don't like sound numbers by Thor, so I don't know if you can do
Here's
that.
my thing. What would y'all rather have? Stormbreaker or Mjolnir?
I'd rather have Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Exactly.
Stormbreaker's the act, right?
Yeah.
Stormbreaker is more powerful too.
Why are you so bad that you don't have Mjolnir and you got Stormbreaker?
Oh, hold up. That just reminded me of something else that I thought was funny about that whole movie. The fact that Stormbreaker kept getting jealous.
Bro, he was
He came right after that first time he was like,
Oh, hey. No, I think she's good. You know, I ain't worried about that.
When Stormbreaker decided to like start flickering the Bifrost, he was like, "Oh, let me borrow this beer real fast. I'll be right back."
it was like, it's a nice weapon for you. For you, that's a nice weapon.
He was calling his hammer and the axe cave. Yes, I was calling for you. Thank you.
See, I thought that type of stuff was funny, but I felt like it was too much of that.
It was
Because it was like for 40 minutes, he was still trying to talk to trying to see if he could grab the hammer, and then the axe showed up.
I feel you.
Stormbreaker showed up.
I feel you there.
I don't take Thor, but I don't ever. I've never taken Thor serious at all. Even in the anime stuff, he's never really been a serious guy unless it comes to his friends being hurt.
I was about to say, and
almost
that was why I thought when like he left with the Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Goofy crew, goofy god. Like it's
dead.
just,
I mean, think about him in the Avengers cartoons. He's never serious at all. And the only time he's serious,
That's only been since the MCU has started. Back in them
I thought-
early cartoons, Thor was not to be trifled with. This dude
he's
was
still
serious
no.
about everything.
I mean, no, he's still not. When he is serious, you don't fuck with him. But he's always had that goofy attitude. All I've known
This
for
is
Thor.
also the first standalone Thor movie without Loki. Loki was not nowhere in it
This is true.
to counterbalance him. So you got to come in with that kind of open mind too.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 7 to 8. Come on to the crew.
No, if anything, that just made it go down more because Loki's great.
I'm definitely.
Let's take a break. Time for a break.
I'm making so many wishes right now.
I'm definitely ready for the second Loki though.
He wish you could
Right.
oh, second season, yeah.
Oh my God, we need that.
Yeah, just like we're ready for Hawkeye season 2.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
get it. Hey.
I'd rather watch paint
3-0.
dry.
More Hawkeye for us.
What?
I said 3-0. Scoreboard.
We getting dubs out here.
Right? Big shot Bob.
That man serves no significance.
But
Zero.
He don't miss though.
Exactly. That's how many losses he has. Of course, zero.
Yes.
So,
It's the whole persona.
Big shot Bob.
I'm just saying. He don't miss.
post credits. What y'all think?
I was
First
so happy
off-
to see. Go ahead.
Oh, go here.
I was just happy to see Heimdall. Like,
Right?
I was
Shout out
very
Idris
I was so impressed that they was able to pull this man in just for a cutscene, just just that little bit made it worth it. I also was glad that I didn't see what I expected to see, which was freaking Robert Downey Jr. floating around up there. I was like, oh,
Why would he be up there?
because he's dead, and that's where dead people go.
No,
Battle, battle.
that's for Asgardians.
Well,
Yeah.
I understand that, but she's not Asgardian. She was just adopted by Mjolnir.
She became Asgardian after
When she
that.
died there, yeah.
But Tony also died in battle. So technically,
It would have been interesting to really see, like,
Tony Stark. Sure.
yeah, to be like,
Like, what
this is
the
really what
fuck
happens.
you doing here?
yeah, I just
Like,
expected
you know,
it, but
like,
I'm
this is what
glad
really
I didn't do
happens.
that.
I
Yeah,
said that. I felt like that was his own. That was our own special area for certain
Yeah.
people.
Asgardians.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, in his definition,
she's human.
Iron Man is a guardian, but I get
But
what you're saying.
Mjolnir chose her.
As a human.
Actually, Thor told him to make sure you choose her.
Yeah,
He was
and the
like,
little
you
triangle.
make sure you
did
protect
put
her no matter
enchantment
what.
on it, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually,
Hold on, what was the other cutscene?
Where they
uh,
show
Zeus and
they show my man Hercules.
Yeah.
Freaking Hercules.
yo,
You think so?
I mean, not comic book wise, but based on the movie, is he really gonna be stronger than Zeus?
Hercules ain't no joke. Did you play God of War?
Hercules
Shit.
isn't gonna mess with
We're
Thor,
talking-
Did
though.
you play
Was he-
God of Did you not see how Kratos whooped his ass?
I love Hercules.
But I'm saying,
In the beginning, though,
I'm just saying.
as easy as Thor handled Zeus, is Hercules really that much stronger than Zeus?
Look, I love Hercules. I really do. But Thor is like here. And we gotta remember, Hercules is half human. So
I just know Hercules
he
got a
like
whole Hawkeye
here. And Hawkeye's like here.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Hercules beat the Hulk.
And guess who else beat
That
Hulk?
probably was fake.
Thor.
damn.
What'd you say?
Thor beat Hulk
Where?
several times.
When?
All throughout the MCU, this dude was
I
everybody.
don't remember that at all.
He
was
did
dead
lay that
right
hammer on him, and
In the first
Hulk
Avengers
couldn't do
movie,
nothing.
in the first Avengers movie, he busted that dude out the plane.
Hulk busted Thor's ass in the first Avengers movie.
And Ragnarok, Thor was getting Hulk until what's the name shot.
Exactly. Yeah, Thor was going in on Ragnarok. Hulk didn't have nothing for him.
But in the series of the comics, Hercules beats the Hulk.
Yeah. Hercules is just as strong as the Hulk.
In the comic books.
But Hercules
we
is a
don't
problem.
really know Hulk's like.
But see,
how he
they've really dumbed down Hulk
especially in these
in
movies.
the movies.
Yeah, they did.
Hulk is hot ass in the movies. He is.
Really?
Bro. No.
No, I'm not talking about that Hulk. I'm talking about like Hulk. I'm talking about first Avengers Hulk.
About from the very first movie?
From first, that Hulk was a problem.
He was fighting trash
Robots.
robots and these big worm things that don't do nothing.
This dude was literally dragging them out the sky. I don't know if you understand physics, but that shit's impressive.
But then a real menace came and fought him, and he no.
Fuck yeah. Those beat his ass.
You know who handled that man? That Hulk was scared of? Thor. Let's get it. I give it a point increase, half a point,
Thanos
7.5.
Kill all of the Asgardians almost, and
Except for Thor. Facts.
these are facts. He did bust his ass, but Thor did survive, and Thor put an axe to his chest.
And they really jumped Thor. I mean, let's be honest.
But let's be for real. How many people Thanos take out though? It took the whole event. It took
The whole goddamn army,
it
boy.
took the whole world to fight Thanos.
That's 'cause
Thanos
he was
is a
cheating.
problem.
That dude had put in the damn
Thanos is a
game shark
menace.
in to get the Infinity Gauntlet. of course he was gonna win.
He had automatic cheat codes on deck.
Automatic cheat codes. That dude started the game with 3 extra lives and the Konami code, man.
You got Captain America, boy. Captain America ain't no joke to take out either.
No,
That nigga will fight, I guess, until death. Nigga, leg is cut off.
I can do
For
this all day.
justice.
This man
For
really went
America.
hand.
He said for justice.
I don't care how Captain America I am. I'm not going hands to hands with Thanos. I don't care. And this man really was like, okay, straight hands. Let's do this.
But you know what? That's why respect the cap. He don't care.
And leave it the hammer. You
He don't
had
care.
hammer cap. Nigga.
Yo, let me tell you about how mad my dad was.
Don't play about the peppers.
He really don't. I really think it's like some blue collar trauma thing going on. Cause when he saw Cap grab Mjolnir, he was so mad.
Everybody else is, oh yeah. They was like, oh, what kind of shit?
How you gonna take Thor's hammer?
You don't touch a man's hammer? Right.
Like I said, I really think it's some like blue collar trauma. It was like, do not touch a man's hammer.
Damn, what going for?
He wouldn't.
He really ain't appreciate Jane either.
Yeah, he really didn't. He gave the movie a what, 6.5?
Yeah, they gave him 6.5. He
He's-
didn't appreciate Jane
No.
using the hammer.
Love and Thunder.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah, he appreciate
Wow.
He said he gave it a 6.5, and only 5 of it was because it was Thor.
God.
that, and then he didn't like the fact that when Thor, what's it called? When they were trying to go back home,
The Bifrost.
Bifrost, and old buddy came up and took the
The axe.
Hey, I forgot. That was smart. He said, go. He said, no, you don't. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That was really clever. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
Thor keep getting his stuff taken.
He got a point though, because how does the Bifrost work if this dude kept the axe?
I guess because it was already activated.
Because
I mean-
the straws right now.
From the standpoint of what we've
the
known the
Bifrost stays
Bifrost to
open.
be, what we've known the Bifrost to be, it's not something that Thor like directly controls. It's just something he activates, and then it's
just a bridge.
active. It's a bridge.
And so, how did
That's why Heimdall. How you say that?
Heimdall.
Heimdall. That's why Heimdall was using it.
But he had the sword. Which
Yeah. But
I
the
missed
sword
the
was
part.
like a key.
I guess I missed the part where Heimdall taught Thor the freaking Bifrost. Which one was that?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I missed that completely.
Point deduction.
I was confused because not until what movie is when he sent? Oh, was it Endgame? Is that when Idris' character like did it with his hand? That's when he sent Hulk. It wasn't Endgame because he sent Hulk to Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Was it with his hand?
Yeah, it was like he was sitting there and was just like, it sent him out.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Bifrost has always been more of a something to be activated, not something to be.
Hey, I just appreciate we still got black folks in Marvel, bro. Axel, let's go. We got black Asgardians still. Let's hit it.
But so how was Stormbreaker the key to get into something that has been there for a while?
I
And Stormbreaker was.
think it's
made
the
by-
Bifrost.
Ooh,
But
that's
do you
deep,
remember
Patrick.
they showed the picture of the actual axe being used to open it.
Well,
Yeah,
he had a
and like
vision.
hieroglyphics
Yeah, like
and
it-
shit.
Well, he had a vision because Stormbreaker's the only one that can control the He's the only one that can use the Bifrost.
So the
There's something-
cave people that wrote these hieroglyphics knew that somewhere along the timeline someone was
Cave
going
people?
to create.
Yeah, because when did
No,
It
that
was like carved onto the rock.
no, that was Gore did all that. Remember, he had a vision.
And I was about to say there is one slight caveat with the fact that Stormbreaker was made more recent, is the fact that was a mold from that dwarf. Because you remember Stormbreaker wasn't like forged; it was molded. If that's the right word.
It was forged in a dwarf star.
I was about to say, let me re-explain. It wasn't like him hammering out the shape of the axe.
Right.
There was a mold, and he poured the metal into the mold, and that's what created Stormbreaker. And then he was supposed to use a handle to connect them together. So the plan for Stormbreaker had already been there for years. It's just that somebody finally made it. So it might have been that maybe there was a Stormbreaker before Thor. It was just that it had to be remade or something. Because like I said, the mold had already been there. The mold had been in that
Even though
Thor.
and so
Stormbreaker.
has Stormbreaker always been able to control the Bifrost, or is that
I think this is strictly for movies.
Does
Okay.
this particular Stormbreaker have more power because a handle is made from Groot.
So first off, Stormbreaker ain't even Thor's. Stormbreaker was made for a gentleman named Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill took Stormbreaker, and Stormbreaker was actually when it's not that big. It was like the size of Mjolnir, but it was an axe. So Stormbreaker Stormbreaker's not even Thor's.
Is that the one with the horse face?
Yes.
You see how he trying to get the comments not to flame him with all this random comic book knowledge, right?
Hey, bitch. I said Odin Force. I looked it up. Damn it.
Oh, scary. Stop that.
So, because Beta Ray Bill actually is the original owner of Stormbreaker, but they definitely have not brought him into the universe yet.
You think they're going to?
I mean, if they have it now, I don't see why they would.
I
Because
kind of don't see the point.
in Ragnarok, when Hulk is fighting, Planet Hulk,
Right.
Hulk doesn't fight Thor. Hulk fights Beta Ray Bill.
And whoops his
He
ass.
God.
Destroyed that mother.
Punishes Beta Ray Bill. I love Beta Ray Bill, but he didn't stand a chance.
Not even
Because
close.
Planet Hulk is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, he is. I know about Planet Hulk.
Yeah, Planet Hulk is a whole nother animal.
Oh, yeah.
If they brought Planet Hulk into the Marvel Universe, a Warbreaker Hulk, you might get too much.
Well, pretty much any Hulk. Red Hulk, Gray Hulk.
Well, Red Hulk's completely different. I still think they might bring him in.
That's what I'm saying.
If they bring in the West Coast Avengers, like they got the head for it.
Well, I mean, they're obviously building some type of Young Avengers or maybe even Dark Avengers with what they got going on.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Especially with the little girl popping up now.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what she does.
Gore's daughter?
Yeah, is that comic book lore right there?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a little shy on that one.
Yeah.
Because his whole family was dead to me.
Yeah.
Like everybody was dead. He was the last of his kind. I don't remember him bringing nobody back. I remember him going out and killing all the gods.
I was about to say, in every video I've seen about Gore the God Butcher, I've never heard of him having a daughter. I mean, past him being Gore the God Butcher.
So is there ever a female Thor? Like after Thor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Mighty Thor, like Jane Foster becoming Thor. That's all comics.
But I mean, like after Thor eventually
Passes.
yes, is there a Thor after
I'll
that?
be honest with you, bro.
I just assumed
They
I thought that's
kill him
what she
and
was
bring him
gonna
back
do.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
Like,
But
all the time.
that does bring up another thing. At the end of that credit scene with Heimdall and Jane, it said Thor will return. It was like, which Thor?
Thor.
I assumed that she was gonna go figure out a way to go back.
If Heimdall ain't came back, nobody's coming back. This
Yeah,
man
but Jane-
controlled the Bifrost.
Yeah, but Jane is special.
Yeah, she's the
Especially
mighty Thor.
dead.
She's the mighty Thor.
She is the Mighty Thor.
I wanted to say,
Sound like you said Mighty Door.
I did. The Mighty Thor.
based on the movie, if Thor's sister would have been there, she would have busted Gore's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the movie,
Hell?
not based on the
Hell.
comic. Yeah,
Hello, trashed Gore in an instant.
That would have been a good fight.
Okay, based on the movie? Yeah.
based on the movie.
Yeah, she would have trashed.
Based on the movie,
Based
not
on the movie,
necessarily
she
on
would have
the-
trashed.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It took
I can't
Thor
based on the
and
movie.
Hulk
that would have been a good fight.
and Loki to get Hela.
Yeah, hell, it was a problem.
Yeah.
But it also took Thor, Lady Thor, and a Valkyrie to get Gore.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
Lady
bro,
Thor
because
was
he going to
inexperienced.
Sean come up, that's not fair. He gonna be teleport. He can teleport.
Yeah.
That mother pulled the scorpions all around the around the damn planet. It's like-
Saber?
I said, it's transmission. What? That nigga said,
I was like, damn, boy, he hiding in the Dash realm right now.
fuck you. We were doing good. We ain't done it all day, and you want to go there.
Oh, so on that note, we gonna take a break.
Damn, you can't go one episode. I was doing good. Y'all see I ain't good, right? I was behaving myself. This is why.
Anything that happens after this, Camden deserved it.
Yes.
Anything that happens after this, Camden deserved it.
I've been behaving myself.
we made it this far
It was
without
such a layup. I was such a layup.
You didn't have to take it though. Like I said,
I was
anything
shocked 'cause,
after this.
I mean, starting with his AKA, I was like, oh, he's finna do something. Out of this shit. After his AKA, I was like,
See,
he's gonna.
this is why I can't be good for reasons like this, right?
You right. I ain't like I said. I ain't even mad at you after this. Most time I tell you, don't jump down the rabbit hole. Nope. You have full range of the rabbit hole today. After that one.
You like that? Doesn't it?
No, I don't fucking like that. Go to commercial.
Anyway,
Hit the advertisement.
we'll be back in a minute, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. All right, we back.
Bills are paid.
Bills are paid.
My
Last
bills
time
are
we
not
said that
paid.
shit.
Wait, we was paying bills? Who paid my bills, though?
Nobody paid my bills.
I don't know, right?
The storm ran my bills out.
I need a
Goddamn.
rain check.
But so we finished off the first half with Love and Thunder. We're gonna talk about Kenobi in this half.
Patrick had to go, but we love you,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Love you, Patrick.
Mr.
Spoilers.
Mr. Phenom had to exit the building.
What was that for?
Talking shit.
I didn't say nothing.
But your mic blocked you. Your mic saved your life.
Would you throw that from the dash room?
See, they're there. That was fighting person.
You remember how he was done and not even, I don't know, 2 minutes into the second half, he right back on that bullshit?
That's that Padawan syndrome over there. Useless. Damn Padawan. They lose, they suck. Over there.
But anyways, yeah. So we finally all finished Kenobi. I think Adrian, you finished it first, right?
Of
course.
Of course
Yeah.
he did. He was
I
watching
speed-watched
week
that
by
bitch.
week.
I've been waiting for y'all to catch up about some Star Wars.
I had to go out my way. I didn't watch Star Wars like that, but I made time for it. That shit was hard.
How'd you feel?
I passed out. I think I was sleepy. That's what I think I was. I mean,
Okay, so we gonna rate it first?
Yeah.
Overall season?
We can rate it.
it's not fair because I'm not a big Star Wars person.
That's fine.
I mean, it was okay, but y'all hyped it up like super hyped. So when I watched it, I
Who's
was like-
y'all? This man.
But I read 10 minutes. You was like, yeah, you know what? That was actually pretty fire. And I think Keston was like, it was pretty fire too.
Yeah.
Well, I compared it to Hawkeye.
You mother.
Yeah, he did put that in a text message.
Patrick, you see how you leave, and this man just got to keep on, right? You see this?
I don't know. You were hyping it some more. Than I didn't know what to expect. But when I saw, it, I was like, I mean, okay, it was okay. But
I
I'm
didn't
like,
understand that.
it was okay, but you know.
Bougie as hell.
Apparently Alexa was a little offended by your comment too, but
I don't give a fuck about
That's
it.
Bixby, ain't it?
I don't know what it is.
It's Bixby.
It's something.
Some stupid program on Android. I hate it.
Can't stand these phones.
But
Give me a number, Dash. It's okay. I ain't gonna be mad at you because I know you're not a Star Wars person. So
7.5.
okay, yeah, we can work with that. I'm proud of you.
it's not
I mean,
bad. Because
it's-
again, you're not a Star Wars fan,
I'm
so
not-
it wouldn't have
and it
affected you that way.
And it helps because I mean, by default, I've seen most of the Star Wars movies. If there's like 12, I've seen like 10 because I didn't watch the old school like 1971.
You didn't watch the best ones?
No,
Empire is still regarded as the best Star Wars movie.
That's
of all
my
time.
favorite.
And it was from 1980.
Something like that. Because the first A New Hope came out, what, in 77?
77. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But see, I'm not really.
Could you imagine those movies in today's graphics? Oh my.
Be ridiculous.
I'm not really a space planet person like Star Trek. I'm not a big Star Trek person.
None of us are.
I was about to say, it seems like when it comes to Star Wars and Star Trek, you're one or the other. I've never really met anybody that was like big fans of both.
I was going to say, those new Star
Of course, it would be
Yeah,
Adrian.
of course it's Adrian.
Of course, it would be Adrian.
the new. I've never been a Star Trek fan, but those new Star
Oh, the new
Trek
ones is
movies?
fire, though.
Oh my goodness.
I will say that because when, like, my dad has a bunch of the old Star Trek movies, like with Patrick Stewart and all that.
The Next Generation.
Yeah, and
Captain Picard, boy.
I never really like got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I was a Star Wars fan, so I love Star Wars, but these Star Trek movies, I was like, it was a knockoff Star Wars in my opinion. But
Star Trek has always been more political
and I didn't realize that till I got older.
Right.
But once I got older, and especially when the new ones started coming out, oh, the new ones is fire. Especially the one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Playing the villain. Yo.
Yes. He plays Khan.
Yeah. It was fire.
See, Star Trek and Star Wars is like you choose one or the other, like it's DC or Marvel. It's the exact same concept.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying.
You either like one or you like the other. And then you got those Adrians out there that like both.
But it's still,
I very rarely see it because even my
overall, I'm not like a Gundam fan, and I'm not.
I don't know how I feel about that comment.
But you don't like
a good comment.
You don't like anything because you don't like pirate stuff either, right?
No, not really.
No,
Yeah.
but so you don't like anything space, like you didn't like none of the space movies or anything like that's not your genre type deal.
Not really. That and like in robot, because like Transformer is like Earth thing too, but it's still a space thing too, because that's still for robots and
You feel the same way about space animes too, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really mess.
Yeah,
with
because you
space
say you
animes.
didn't like Gundam, and that's a
Like
lot of
Cowboy
that's in
Bebop.
space.
Mm-mm. That's one of the reasons why I didn't. That's one.
I swear.
You know what? Adrian has been waiting the whole podcast for
watch
something
this
to happen
video.
so he could do that.
That's a clip.
He's been waiting all day to do that to somebody. I'm just happy it was Dash. It was too perfect. You sit right next to it. It was too perfect. It had to be you.
But no, I have a hard time with that. So it's hard for me to score something like that because I know it should be higher, but it's not
I
my
mean,
cup of tea.
it's your opinion.
So you've never seen Firefly?
No,
I have to admit I haven't seen Firefly either.
I don't even know
I
what
saw
that is.
the movie that came from that.
I don't know what it is. What is Firefly?
Yeah,
It's just a show that came out one season, they canceled it, but
Everybody hated the fact that they canceled it.
It's
Like
so
I've heard nothing but good news about that movie. I mean that
it's
series.
so good, and the movies is just as good.
What was the name of the movie? Because it wasn't Firefly.
I think it was called
No,
Firefly.
it wasn't called Firefly.
God bless it.
Because I'm pretty sure it was named after the girl that was like one of the characters, which she was freaking insane. But what was the name of that movie? It's gonna bother me now because I can see the cover. I just can't think of the name.
Serenity.
Serenity. That movie was gas,
Yeah.
and it was based off of Firefly.
Yep.
I have to watch that.
You'll be
Like
mad.
I said, I gotta watch the series.
You'll be mad as sin because it's only one season they canceled.
There was a petition out to bring that back too at one point.
I remember.
I remember it was a few years back. They was talking about they were trying to bring Firefly back, and like all the actors was on board for it. Everybody was like, "Yeah."
I also know why I gave it a 7. On the 5th episode, when their base is getting attacked, like when the Empires they attack the people who's trying to escape in that little small cave. There's no way in hell that they should have missed all those people. Them niggas was shooting, and these people, some people had no shields, and some people had a small shield. These niggas are point blank and missing. I'm like, how the fuck did you miss that damn close with all those people? Because it's small area and there's nothing blocking them at all.
Dash doesn't understand Star Wars.
That-
Okay, so the
that's-
stormtroopers could be standing 2 foot away from you, and you could be the size of an 8x10 blanket, and they would miss you.
You could have been Jabba
10 out of
sitting
10
in that
times,
tunnel.
they gonna
But
miss you.
there's like
You could have
50
been
of them, and you're
Jabba
in
sitting
one
in that
area.
tunnel, and they still would have missed him.
Stormtrooper logic, bro.
And
Yeah.
people aren't shooting back; they're running and following.
He's there, blast him. Dude! Where's he at? Right in front of you. Dude!
I was
Did I
like,
get him?
Their accuracy is equivalent to muskets back in the day. Like
I'm so bad.
You wanna know how
just
bad
don't
they
go
aim?
straight.
They aim just like when we was playing GoldenEye. That inverted shit. They are constant inverted.
I've been in a room like me. Like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm like, why are y'all missing? All these people right here. You got Ice Cube's son trying to do some shit.
Yo, shout out Ice Cube's son.
Yo, O'Shea?
Oh shit.
He doing big things.
Yo. I
Proud
was like,
of
yo,
him.
that's O'Shea.
Right?
Look, just like his daddy.
Nah, first it was like, yo, that's Ice Cube. No, that's O'Shea. My bad. That was
I was like, yo, he's in Star Wars. You know what? Let's go.
yeah, you know something though. Out of all of the kids of hip hop, O'Shea, Ice Cube couldn't deny him if he tried.
Nope. Cause
That mug looked just like
Straight out of Compton was fucking perfect.
exactly that. You
Perfect.
couldn't have denied him if you wanted to. That
He's just a
mug looked
little bit
just like-
lighter, and that's probably the biggest difference.
Yeah,
Look, just
because there was
like
one time in Straight Outta Compton when he did that little mean mug Ice
What?
Cube be doing. I was like, yo,
Damn, I got Cube right on screen.
right?
Yeah.
Mug look just like Ice Cube. But yeah, no, O'Shea did his thing in that though.
But yeah,
I was proud. I was proud to see him in that.
And shout out, they brought back Ian McGregor. My man.
Man.
But I was very furious with how they were missing. I was so fucking bad. I was like, "There's no way. There's been more dead bodies here. Y'all can't be
You
missing
think that
these
pisses you off, boy? Don't go back.
The old. It's in the old ones. A lot of it looked like the lasers was just going straight through. them.
Nobody gets shot.
Yeah, it literally looked
And
like
Han
it's just,
over here trashing people. Pew, pew.
Yeah, because
Right.
because there's no way Kenobi should have Obi-Wan should have fucking stopped all those bullets like that. You got like 20 niggas shooting at you one time. I'm protecting everybody. Nigga, your lightsaber is not that long, nigga. There's people over there should be shot. Fucking furious. I can't.
So what'd you rate it? We just completely only just did Dash's rating.
Right? Yeah.
That's because that's was.
Oh, you asking what I'm rating it?
Yes, yeah.
It's got to be a 9.5 for me.
Of course.
9.5.
Yeah, absolutely. This man, like, the transition of old man not in touch with his force abilities to what we see in episode 6.
I feel like that's with all of them though. In all the movies, they all don't have the force until the very end and have the force.
Not like this, because Obi-Wan, because if you didn't see the prequels or you didn't pay attention to him, Obi-Wan by Revenge of the Sith, this man's not to be tried. This man hopped up on General Grievous. General Grievous is an atomic life being that wields 4 lightsabers, and this
At the
dude's
same
like,
time.
"Hello there," and just walked up and trashed this man. Easy.
I don't know. I just feel like all the Star Wars movies I've watched, the Jedi is always weak until he finds them towards the end. It's kind of like, oh, here you go, and the shit comes back. And
Here's the comment section on Dash. How can you think that all of the movies are the same? No, there was never a time where
Keep going.
you don't know shit, Dash. Get off the podcast.
I can't fire me. I'm on a contract. I don't like Kevin Durant. I'm staying in my contract.
Look. You can't look. I'm tired of people sleeping on Kenobi. My man Obi-Wan, he basically killed Anakin. He should have. I have the high ground. Anakin.
Twice.
Right.
Darth Maul killed him after he killed his master. I mean,
Obi-Wan been pulling out.
Obi-Wan
And you know something?
could have beat Vader a third time. In A New Hope, I promise you, he could have beat Vader.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my life.
I was about to say, to be honest, Obi-Wan more or less let him win.
He did.
If you want to call it let him win, because he kind of just like, I'm done.
He was
I'm
like,
tired.
I will be stronger within the Force if I die. And he died. So,
And now we know, because of the series, where he understands this knowledge from. Because the end of the 6th episode, when you see Qui-Gon
bro,
as a
pop
Force
up?
ghost, yo,
Yeah, that one got me though. I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and because I saw him walking towards the thing, I was like, okay, he's just going off into the sunset, and then you see a little thing pop up, and then you see it's quiet. I was like,
I forgot his name already.
who?
The actor.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. There we go. I was like, oh shit, they got Liam Neeson back.
And Liam Neeson over here really pulling the Andrew Garfield right now because this man said he was never going to do Star Wars if it was a show. He said, nope, I'll only be on the big screen. And this man shows up just for this 2 minute, like not even a 2 minute
That was a
scene.
lot more like 30 seconds.
And you know what? He got paid a buttload of money for being there.
Hey, all I'm
He
gonna say
definitely-
is Disney's pockets is deep.
they slid that number to him and was like, this is what you will make.
How much?
30 seconds.
How much did they pay?
Shit, let me go ahead and throw my suit on now.
How much did they pay?
Do I need to start growing my hair
Johnny
now?
You see that stuff about Johnny Depp? What Disney offered him, and he was like, "You remember how he said he wasn't going to work for Disney no more?"
Oh
And
yeah.
then Disney offered him Disney money, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can work for y'all." Yeah.
Facts.
That mug turned. He changed his mind so quick. But that's what.
Disney
even
got
when he
big-
said
Disney
that,
got
I was
pockets.
like, because my thing was, even when he said that, I was like, "Hey Disney, pay him double." But that it's funny that you automatically think, "Hey Disney, just pay him more, he'll do it," because Disney got deep pockets. The Disney company got deep pockets.
They got that second pocket that nobody uses,
and they got hundreds stacked in
and
it.
it's thick.
They got them infinity pockets. You remember how Yosemite Sam used to pull that gun at her? You don't know how long the barrel is? That's Disney's pockets. Just you
You got that
question it.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit pockets,
Right? He got that Mary Poppins purse that you just reach in and just keep pulling stuff out. Just,
Tell me this. How did Reva fucking survive with the lightsaber going through her stomach? Nigga? That shit should have all been fucked up.
My theory is that Jedi do not die unless I see a funeral. I know Qui-Gon died because there was a funeral. I know Yoda died because there was a funeral. I know
funeral for Yoda.
I saw him dissipate into nothing
Okay.
in Return of the Jedi.
oh, you talking about when you say funeral? You're just talking about a moment where they just.
When you see them
when you see them actually
cease-
disappear.
yes. If I see the body just go out of a window or down an elevator shaft
Mace
or
Windu.
take a shot to the stomach, they alive.
But but you saw
Inquisitor.
he put the lightsaber in her and let it stay in there for a second. Then he said,
He cauterized.
I was about to say that's the only logic is that it cauterized because there is some lore to Siths especially being able to like heal themselves.
But
Isn't
the
it?
Jedi have Force heal. The Sith don't.
And what was? I'm pretty
you
sure
sure
I've
about
seen
that?
a bunch of lore where like they can bring people back to life.
That
I think you might have it backwards because why else would they have Obi-Wan in the Bacta tank? After Vader,
Because-
shish kebabbed him on them coals and embers and
because he
stuff?
can't heal himself. There's no other Jedi there.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying that the Jedi have the ability to heal others.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Didn't you see it? You remember in episode 9? I think Rey used it. Or not Rey, but Ben Kenobi used it, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember.
the only thing I remember
Ben
is
Kenobi. Ben Solo.
Grogu using it in The Mandalorian. You don't know what
And then
I'm
again,
talking about.
Grogu
He used
is,
it though.
Grogu is another level.
Right.
So
"Yeah."
I mean, I rated it. I'm gonna have to go. Man, I did enjoy it. I would say a 9.
Damn.
that's about where I'm at with it.
I'm saying 9.
Oh well. It's okay.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because Kenobi got on my nerves for like the first
the Black Joan got on my
3 or
nerves.
4 episodes.
Reeve.
I want her to die. I was like, please die. And then you see her story, and I'm like, I still want you to die. Like, you're so evil. Like she was so evil.
Yo, when she went after Owen and Aunt Beru, I was like, you have did and just demolishing people. Like, please leave these old people alone. Like, they just trying to exist in their desert hut.
Old people holding
And my
on to-
thing was like her logic, at least the logic I'm assuming she was going with because it was Vader's kid. Like, you do realize he don't give a damn about them kids, right?
He don't know about them damn kids, you
But
dummy.
even at that, would he care?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
You mean the Vader that, went in on Order 66 and was literally killing kids? That Vader? Yeah, he don't care about nobody's kids, not even his own.
See, and watching that show when they re-showed Order 66 is still so hard for me to watch.
yeah, Order 66
Order
is a
66
mother.
Top
So
3
crazy.
worst massacres in all of cinema.
This man really just went in and was like, all right, you're next. And then you're next. And then you all over there. Y'all are next.
And it was-
Everybody's next.
You know what made it worse for me? Seeing the flashback, it's like there was no hesitation.
Absolutely zero.
Like, I could understand if he was like, I gotta do it. Okay, at least you hesitate. This mother was like,
He didn't even do tricks with it. Like,
he was. That mug was going through like he was just making picks. Like he was just, gotcha. You're dead.
He really was.
it was like some Lord of the Rings shit. Like Legolas and old boy over here fighting, calling out numbers.
But
I got 62.
But I'm gonna tell you, one thing that really annoyed me was the internet about this series, because everybody was just trashing Hayden Christensen for being signed up to do the show when the dude that's in the Vader costume walking is a different actor, and the dude that's in the Vader costume doing the lightsaber tricks is a different costume. But then finally, what was it, episode 4 or 5? We start to see the flashbacks of when Obi-Wan is still training Anakin. And that sequence of how Vader evolved from those encounters was actually really cool to the storyline. So I really enjoyed the story as an overall, like,
are you saying that because you're a Star Wars fan?
absolutely,
First
but
off-
still.
I just got to give my flowers to James Earl Jones for coming back and doing Vader.
There's Vader's voice.
Yes.
I love you, James Earl Jones.
I really didn't.
love
I
it.
really wasn't expecting that, to be honest, because
I wouldn't either.
I was for sure saying that, that he was gonna find somebody else with a deep voice, and then I heard the tone. I was like, that sounded original.
Right.
And the credits said James. I was like, oh my God.
My man still doing big things.
Did you ever hear the very first Vader voice? It was British.
Sound like remind me of Spaceballs.
It was horrible.
Dark Helmet.
Darth Helmet. Rick Moranis. But it was. Oh God. I think there's a video out there. It's bad.
But that scene where Obi-Wan cracks the mask open and you hear the voices mix between James Earl
Oh,
and
And Hayden
Hayden
Christensen.
Bro,
That was great.
That,
That was
was
fire.
perfect.
Brilliant.
Absolutely amazing
Brilliant.
scene. I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful.
And can I say this? But we finally get to see like how strong Vader is. When he went up in that place and grabbed that ship like it was paper,
That man hit him with a
was
Star
like,
Killer
he-
move.
Yo, he grabbed that ship like he was trying to ground some kids. Like he was mad at his kids for like playing too much, and they were trying to run away. It's like, nah, get your ass back.
He put
And
his
then
hand-
ripped
put
it
it-
down and ripped
Threw it on the ground and then tore the side off. Well, now that he tore off like it was paper. Like it was literally like
just ripped it off effortlessly.
that mother looked like he was opening up a Snickers.
Dude,
The way he grabbed the side of that mother, like yo,
man, are you for real?
there's been a few Siths that was like, made my skin, that chill you get when you know like you dealing with somebody. That moment with Vader, I was like, oh, it's like, oh, yo, he real.
and that fight sequence that followed that, when Reva, I don't know why she decided to scream right there. That was the dumbest thing. I don't know why she
Quick
waited
deduction.
that long. But she had all this time where he was actually ripping holes off of the ship and trying to hold the ship. That would have been a perfect opportunity to,
Try to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. But yet she waits until this dude has full mental focus again, and Vader proceeds to, show her who's boss.
Busted her ass with
the way he whooped her ass.
He busted her ass with just the force.
The way he whooped her ass was, I was like, you should have known better.
when
Like you really didn't know who you was messing with.
when he disarmed her, and then broke the lightsaber into 2 blades and threw her one, I was like, just run. Just do whatever you got to do. Force push yourself away. You're not going to win. But her dumb ass really picked up the lightsaber. I don't know why you do that.
But at that point, like, you done seen this man grab a ship. Where you running to? Because I agree with you, though. I probably would have tried.
The amount of trying that I'm doing, and that I'm trying way harder to leave than have to fight this man.
All my force energy.
Bro, you know
Just
what?
I just want to get away.
Nah, at that point,
I'm sorry.
you gotta accept fate.
Nope, I'm using my force energy like Gran Torino from My Hero. Boy, I'm out. I am out.
Just force jumping out of it. Just trying to get out. Just let me go. Just let me go.
And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a Sith no more. I'm not a Jedi. I'm not nothing. I just want to leave. I just want to leave.
And kudos to young Leia, because I really wanted to beat her ass.
Bruh.
The whole time.
The whole time. I was like, oh, you're so bad.
Bad.
Bad as hell.
That child needed several whoopings.
I was whooping my ass with a lightsaber belt. Like, oh my God. She was getting on my nerves. But that little girl can act.
Yeah.
She could have been older than 7. I know she portrayed being 10.
Yeah.
Her actual age was 9.
Was it 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe it because she's little.
Yeah.
I thought she was like 6.
But she
She did a
killed
good
it.
job, yeah.
She did a real good job.
Really good job.
And I feel like for a kid to have a major role like that, that's really good.
Now, I know they were throwing Easter eggs left and right in the show from the old movies with Leia. Was that robot in A New Hope or anything like that?
Oh,
I don't remember.
No, the little robot she had.
No?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember anything about that.
But now it makes me but this show, why she sent the message to Obi-Wan, why she was so in tune with droids, it just clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just everything clicks now.
it adds fluidity
Yes.
to the whole story.
I mean, and with
Point increase.
So where you at now? 10.5?
It's got to be an 11 and a half by now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't give it a perfect score because just the Obi-Wan and Vader fight alone.
At the end? Like I said, Obi-Wan had gotten on my nerves, but them last 2 episodes, he redeemed
When my
himself.
man hit him with this stance right here, this means business. This man really came out with the battle stance. And he's done that in the Clone Wars anime, when he was fighting Grievous, and here.
Now, the saber he used, that was his, right? That wasn't Qui-Gon's. Because
Yeah, that was
Qui-Gon's was green.
Qui-Gon's was green, yes.
So, does that mean the saber that Luke takes, is that Qui-Gon's? Because at one point,
No, I
Luke
thought
uses a green saber.
But that was after A New Hope. The first one was blue, right? In A New Hope, he's got
It was
blue.
blue, but when he got the green one, was that Yoda's?
I don't think it was Yoda's.
No,
So where did he get the green one from?
I would have to assume
I'm gonna
that
have to
he
go back and watch
built
him.
his own lightsaber
Yeah.
because
Nobody knows how to.
Obi-Wan.
Like to
Oh, yeah, because Obi-Wan wouldn't have been there to show him. So, yeah. It might have been Qui-Gon's. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Because the only way I could see him getting Qui-Gon's saber is if he got it from Obi-Wan. So, like, why wasn't Obi-Wan using it? But, like I said, I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
But Obi-Wan.
Because it's been years since I've seen the first
So
movies.
usually in Star Wars lore, like your blue lightsaber is more for Padawan and learning, and then usually when you become a master, you have a green lightsaber. Luke, Qui-Gon.
No, it's different. It's blue. Each color lightsaber means like a different relationship with the Force.
Right. So you have a different fighting style and a different view of the Force.
Yeah, because like green, I think is more like guardians and people who have a more, I guess, peaceful look at the Force, and then like blue is like for warriors, people who are more aggressive, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because it's just like yellow, I think is more, like the Sentinels. I know use yellow.
Yeah,
The
but
ones that protect the library.
that was only them that really had those yellow lightsabers.
Yeah, but there was a reason. That's why they took that position of guarding the.
well, there was only one other Jedi I remember having a yellow lightsaber, and that was the funky face dude in Clone Wars. He's got a name, but he had a yellow lightsaber.
Oh, the anime Clone Wars.
No, the movie. He's got like tentacles on his face, or was that because Ahsoka? She has an orange one, right?
Yeah, hers is more like a yellowish orange type. It's in
thought they
between. It's
were
not
more
like a straight up
white.
orange.
She eventually
Yeah.
gets white.
Okay.
But like in the Clone Wars cartoon, they were more of a orangey color.
But the movie, the Clone Wars, there is a Jedi that has a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like
I have to go
they
back
are
and
in
watch
there.
I have to go back and watch that for sure. But
Well, that was
Disney-
when there was an abundance of Jedi, so you could have had that. Now they're like, they're thin.
this man really had to go dig
Super
them up
thin.
in the deserts of Tatooine. You know how do you find them lightsabers? First of all, I mean, I get it. You're a Jedi. They're tied to you. You're going to be able to find them. But just think of the madness that would ensue if there was a legend of, buried treasure. People out here looking for lightsabers. They'd never find them things. Obi-Wan's like, yeah, they're right there. I really don't want to get these things out this box. Damn it, boy. But he did it. This man really accomplished the mission.
Riding that slow ass camel
All over the
thing
place.
jigger. That I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it was slow, and he was getting around pretty quick.
Yo,
I was
first
like,
of
how is
all,
he getting these places?
that giant, like land desert tuna they were slicing up, why'd that meat look so fresh?
Yeah.
That meat looks real
And
fresh.
how did he not get caught stealing?
Right.
Right, you. He ain't looking around there. He just. Nigga, you didn't look around and see who somebody.
I really wonder if he was actually stealing though, or was that like a part of the deal?
No, that dude, the main dude that was, I don't know, hiring them to dissect this fish or whatever, that dude was cheap as hell. Because remember, that dude was like, oh, but please, sir, I need to eat. He was like, that's not my problem. Get out of here before I take the rest of your money.
You gotta put. Maybe it was the Jedi mind trick thing.
Nah, fuck that nigga. That nigga wasn't paying attention, which sound how, because you're bullying people. I can see somebody stealing some meat.
I mean, the mug said, "This is not your fish." Just put it. In.
I know, because before.
Well, remember, he didn't have no power.
Yeah, he had no power.
And like I said, and why didn't nobody else say anything?
He struggled to catch Leia when she jumped and missed. I was like, Leia, don't you jump. And she said,
I thought she should have the force.
I was like, damn it. He said,
You know, I still never understood the story of Star Wars, why Luke and Leia were twins, and Leia had no force powers. She was force sensitive in the new movies,
but,
but she had no. She wouldn't.
yeah, but, I mean,
She should have become a Jedi.
But Luke is Luke, though. Luke
I-
is,
But Leia's Leia.
I want to say
They're twins.
At least the way I always looked at the movies especially after the new movies came out, is their upbringing. Like Leia was more on the political side, like because neither of them knew that they came from a Jedi, so they didn't have no reason to think that they were. And then you got Leia, who was raised in a politician's house, so all she was focused on was politics and stuff. So it's possible that she just never felt the need to use the Force.
Neither
But-
did Luke. Luke
Luke-
grew up in Tatooine, and all he did was fix parts and do shit for his uncle.
Yeah, but Luke had Obi-Wan.
Later,
But I'm just saying, like, it. I guess what I'm saying is that at the point when Luke started using his Force powers, he had Obi-Wan showing him how to use his Force powers. Leia never had that.
yeah, but Leia was out here fighting the Empire.
Yeah, with guns.
Yeah, but
And
she was
that,
still.
that might have been why she survived for so long.
But see, Leia-
because she had some like hidden Force powers that she just didn't know she was using the Force. Because the fact that Leia made it as long as she did,
facts.
I was like, that.
Well, they all. Well, you know, in the 8th Star Wars movie, where Leia pulled herself back to the ship, which was just
Crazy. Made no sense. Yeah, that's just fucking crazy.
Everybody had a problem
I
with
could
it.
have sworn she was dead. I don't know, this bitch is
I
dead.
was like, what the fuck is going on? And then
That shows her force power, though.
no, it came out that the dude was like, "Oh yeah, she's force sensitive." Bitch, hold on. I ain't never ever heard George Lucas say that, and now you're saying it. I said I want to know where's the go ahead from George Lucas. You can't be switching up George Lucas's
You know
stuff.
what- you
He's
know-
still alive.
You know where the go ahead was with George Lucas? When they slid him that check.
That Disney money.
Them deep pockets.
When he slid him that check, he was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." Force sensitive. Yeah. That motherfucker.
How do you get Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace for sure, and Harrison Ford? How you get them to sign back up for some shit they did 50 years ago? Disney money. you just sign some checks and slide it over, and they're all like, "Yeah, we're cool."
We call them deep pockets.
You know what's crazy? Harrison Ford probably made more money on 6 movies than people had their whole career. The 3 Indiana Jones, the 3 Star Wars movies.
I was about to say that man ain't got to work no more after them 3. He ain't have to do nothing else.
He worked in 2 of the most iconic movies of all time.
Yeah,
and
something else too.
and both of them have shows at Disney. So that man is just that man is making it rain.
Making
like
it
a mug.
Rain, swimming around in money like Scrooge McDuck.
He just doing fun movies like, Air Force One for whatever.
That's a good place to be though. Like when you don't have to work for money. You just doing it because I feel like collecting an extra check this year.
Just 'cause I feel like I can't wait till I get in that stage of my life.
Right?
Please. But Kenobi was good. Kenobi was good. It's
Wow.
probably the shows, the Star Wars shows are really making up for them 3 terrible ass new movies they made.
We're just
Three.
talking about the sequel trilogy, right?
I was about to say because Rogue One was pretty good.
No, Rogue One was a standalone.
And
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I actually enjoyed Solo as well.
Rogue One arguably could be the best Star Wars movie ever.
It's up there with Empire.
It's damn near. It's good. It's really fucking good.
it really is.
I have not seen Solo.
I saw it.
was
Solo
good.
was okay, in my opinion.
Yo, Donald Glover is Lando though.
No, I mean I would say it was there was things about the movie that made it like enjoyable, but it was just there was other things I was like,
You had Woody Harrelson. You had Donald Glover. Okay, cool. Me personally, the actor that they had playing Solo, it just felt like he missed the mark a little bit. But as far as the story and who you see in that movie,
yeah, I give you that.
I hate that they're not following that storyline anymore because they really left the door open for some crazy shit to happen in a cinematic universe, and now we'll never get.
But
to see
see, the thing with Star Wars that pisses me off is that we're jumping eras so much. There's no fluidity.
Number
No.
one, number 3 is the
I think
first
the
one,
problem
and number
is-
6 is the second one, and then number.
I think the
3
problem
is the
though
first one.
is the fact that they started the way they did. Like they started with the later story, and then it was like, oh well, we can still tell the story of Anakin and how he became Darth Vader. So then they jump back, and then because we already had the middle movies, they got to skip all that to get back to the end. So I think it was. I'm not saying it was anybody's fault because George Lucas probably just ran with what he thought he could get funded.
Well,
Because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure like nobody wanted to do the Star Wars
But
stuff.
see,
Well,
this-
George never wanted to do any of the prequel movies or anything like that. He only wanted to release the 3 movies that he did.
Yeah.
But my thing is, stop with this era. Let it die. People want to see thousands of years ago, like the old Republic, and when there was more than just a rule of 2, and Darth Malgus, and all these other badass Sith lords from the past that I want to see on screen. I want to see these people because they were nasty and strong. Like one dude was literally, he was the Force. One of the Darth Lords, he was the Force. That's all he was. He was just energy, and he had a pretty much a what do you call it? A casing on him. That's how strong he was. Like, I want to see that. The beginnings, where there was a bunch of Jedi and a bunch of Sith and all this other stuff. We've seen the Skywalker saga. Like, we've seen all this. We get it. It's ended.
You know what I think it is with that? It's because I do think they're going to probably. I don't think they're going to go back. I think they're going to go forward. Like, I think they're going to try to go into the future to drum out some Star Wars story.
See,
But
that just
I
hurts.
believe at least how I see it, the only people that would be real quick to go back to watch those movies, talking about the old Republic, would be like people that are really into Star Wars, which from a business standpoint, that don't make money.
Yeah, but
Skywalker stuff makes money.
yeah, no, but see, the
Vader
thing is,
makes
the
money.
Skywalker shit came back out before we was born. Those people are no longer here. They're still here, but they're not the population. You throw a new story back from the old Republic where all these kids grew up playing.
Yeah, but okay.
I agree.
That's money.
That's the thing. I agree with you that I think it would be a good move. I'm just saying from the standpoint that it's
You hear
not
what this man's
guaranteed
saying,
money.
though? You hear what he's saying? Who watched The Mandalorian?
I seen the first season. What are you doing?
He ain't finished it. He talking about wanting some original stuff that don't have nothing to do with it much anything.
What's the Mandalorian between?
He is after the main trilogy.
Exactly. He's in between episode 6 and episode 7, right?
Correct.
This ain't new shit.
It's different characters in the same timeline.
Exactly.
I think he's talking about like new era, like an entirely different
We
era.
need a completely new era. Completely new.
Like get rid of the Skywalker saga, give us an old Republic saga.
So we're just gonna jump thousands of years forward or backwards.
Yes, because you never played Star Wars: The Old Republic or anything like that, have you?
Nope.
Storylines is phenomenal, but there's
Which
stuff.
I will say this will be the time to do it if they were going to do it, especially with the game coming out.
Well, see, okay, so I really would like them to expand on, and of course, this is still Skywalker, but I don't care. I would like them to do something with Starkiller.
He's not canon though.
It doesn't. They could do something with him.
They can't. He's not canon.
They could.
What are they gonna do?
It probably would be
Anything. They're
Star
Disney.
Wars.
They got Disney money. They write checks and make it rain. Like they don't care.
I mean, unless they tell people, yes, now he's canon, but he's not canon. Unless they.
I was
Same
about
thing
to
with
say
Cal
they would-
Kestis from the Fallen Order.
They would probably have to pull him, like they would probably have to make a character similar to him. They probably wouldn't be able to use that character specific. Like he wouldn't
Talk
be
about
Starkiller.
Starkiller?
Yeah, he wouldn't be
And that
Starkiller.
would
He would
defeat
be.
the whole purpose.
Okay.
But I
then-
mean, it could work though.
What about Cal? You modeled Cal in the First Order after the actor that voices him.
Again,
It's not canon.
They could do some Disney money, make it rain, write checks, make it happen.
It's an issue of licensing and canon. Like for real, it's
Licenses and canon don't matter when you got Disney money. Look, they got Disney money. They can make it happen. Just
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I don't know if they're going to
Grease
risk
some
that money.
palms.
That's the thing. The issue is risk. Could Disney do it? Yes, 100%. Will they risk that money to do it? Probably not.
Because if I'm not mistaken, EA owns the rights to that, and they would have to pay EA a bag.
no. EA's contract is running out soon on that character in game,
But they still own the rights to it.
but they won't have the rights to the Star Wars gaming universe anymore. Like those rights are about to be up. I'm almost positive I read that.
Forever too, but Jesus.
That's why, because
wait.
they weren't going to make another one, and now I'm pretty sure I read that they were going to make another one because the licensing is about to expire and somebody else is going to pick it up.
Yeah, because the way they did Star Wars the last few times is.
Hell, the way Disney be doing shit, they might just buy EA. What's another?
I thought that was.
Make it rain, write some checks, make it happen.
I thought that was about to happen. I thought Disney was about to buy EA.
What's another 15 mil? A billion. It's nothing. It's a write-off.
Right?
Literally.
Give it here. It's right off of my taxes. Here. But anyway, anything else?
I enjoyed it. It was,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Thor was
I
awesome.
will say, I think
Kenobi was
Mandalorian is still the best out of these Disney series that came out.
I can't wait for Ahsoka though. That might change my mind. I cannot wait.
Ahsoka. Look, you got one. You got. I
You're not gonna
gave
watch
you-
Ahsoka? You're not.
He said he gave you one.
You're not gonna support black women?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
She's
Rosario
technically-
Dawson?
She's technically orange, but
She's technically.
Please cut his mic off.
I was talking about the actress.
I'm really about to pick
I
this
was talking
lightsaber
about
back up.
actress. And we know she black anyway. I don't know why you tripping over that.
I gave you one.
You gonna watch Ahsoka?
You gotta.
She got 2 lightsabers, bro.
That's right up your alley.
Do it, Dad. Do it.
Stupid shit. Ain't your puppet.
But anyways, we appreciate y'all sitting with us.
yes.
Go check out Kenobi and go check out Love and Thunder. Thor Love and Thunder.
Like, subscribe.
You can't check those out.
Check him out.
Check him out.
Dash is Dash. There's just he's just Dash.
If you made it this far, like and subscribe. Comment what you think of Thor, if you've seen it, and what you think of Kenobi.
Share our videos, all that stuff, and check out our social media. We finally got some videos on TikTok, and Adrian is definitely going on TikTok now.
Oh, I am.
With that lightsaber thing, you definitely
that's
on
on
TikTok.
there.
You
That's on
definitely going. But anyways, love y'all. I'm Keston,
Camden.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Dash.
and we out.